Hello, the clock on the wall says 3 o'clock, so that means we're at Rosetree Blown Glass Studio in New Orleans. We are doing Facebook Live today. Thank y'all for coming. This is Darcy's on the camera, doing the camera work, and she's showing you our kind of festival, mini festival table setup. And just to show you some things that we do here, and we are going to come on over. And here we are. Okay, welcome. I'm Mark. I own Rosetree Glass Blowing Studio and Gallery along with my wife Brenda. We are located in beautiful Algiers Point, New Orleans, Louisiana. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming. If you haven't been here, we expect to see you when all of this is over. As promised, today will be Marble Day. Yay! Now, I did promise to give a marble away. I made a nice little quiz for kids to do and whatever. And I've been told afterwards that about now is the time kids are kind of shutting down and not doing schoolwork because this is May, and in May in Louisiana, it's pretty much schools are out, so maybe we don't have kids and whatever on here, so nobody won. I win. I get to keep it. But anyway, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Darcy, come on over here. These are the type of marbles that I do. They're kind of fantasy marbles, and they have in them colored glass. I don't want to yell. Colored glass and what's called dichroic glass, and they're nice, and I like the movement in them and the sparkles, and actually all of these bubbles are actually controlled bubbles. They're bubbles put in there deliberately by me, so I kind of like that, and there's some spontaneity to them all too. I can't totally control everything, but I just love the little swirls and bubbles and just all that. So they're not your average, go down and on your knees and put a circle on the ground and shoot marbles with your knuckle kind of marble. They're collectible marbles. Okay, so I want to show you, this is the two different kinds of dichroic I have in today's piece. So I have a gold that's backed in black, and I have a magenta and green. So dichroic, dichroic means two colors. So if you look at this, you'll see that depending on how the light hits it, it changes colors. So that is what dichroic means. So seeing that nobody won the piece, and I'm not going to let them choose the color, I am choosing Darcy's favorite color.
Ooh, purple.
We're doing purple today.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to do a purple marble, and we'll get started. Let me just get a little drink of water. Today's hot and humid in New Orleans, and actually the humidity is falling from the sky. I jinxed it last Tuesday when I said we've had such perfect weather. Today, beautiful for flowers and trees and grass, but it's a little slippery for us. So as always, we start over the furnace. So today, I'm not using a blowpipe. I'm using a fat punty rod. So it's a hollow rod with it's closed off on the end, so you can't blow through it. And what we're going to do is we're going to gather on it to build up layers for the marble. And really what I'm doing is I'm pretty much sculpting the marbles. So, first layer in our furnace. Our furnace, again, we always start with molten glass at 2050 degrees inside a ceramic bowl. And this is my first gather. So we're going to go over and put some color on. And what I'm doing is I'm rolling it in white chips. And the glass will stick to things that are hot and pieces of glass that are very small. So I don't have to heat up those chips for them to stick to the glass. So I'm heating them back up in my preheating chamber. As always, I love, your hearts and thumbs and all that stuff. Tell me where you're from. I told you where I'm from. And I'd love questions from you all. I don't want this to be a total monologue all the time, but some days it's like that. You see, I have to keep turning all the time. And I'm just eating the chips in.
Well, I know we've got somebody watching from about 5 blocks away.
Wonderful. That's not Tish, huh?
It is.
Hello, Tish. Tish is Darcy's roommate.
To be fair, she may actually be uptown.
Oh, okay. Second, third. So I put 3 dips of white, and I'm just going to smooth that out. Again, if the gather is not smooth, I will trap an air bubble. And I'll show you in a little bit when I put deliberate air bubbles in it, the difference between something that's deliberate and something that is not deliberate.
So we've got 2 questions today.
Okay, 2.
About the gallery and the classes and when those may open or start.
I'd love to tell you I would know exactly when that would happen. Right now, New Orleans is kind of opening up tomorrow, but because with the classes, a lot of shared touching, using tools, using blowpipes and mouthpieces and whatever. I'm not really confident right now in opening for that. And not until my employees are confident in it. I don't want to jeopardize their safety over something that we can, I guess, do without for the time being. I will be having an announcement about some other really cool stuff that we're going to be doing. And you're just going to have to wait on the edge of your seats for that one. All right, so you see that the color's pretty much gone. I'm looking actually through the clear glass to the punty, and it's pretty much lost mostly all of its color. So that tells me it's hard, and I could get my next gather on top. Believe me, I would want nothing more than to tell you, hey, we're starting up again. We're starting up again on Friday. But I just don't think that that's the right thing to do right now.
Also, it's that time of year for us anyhow, where the classes would stop until fall.
Right. So yeah, we don't usually do the blow your owns from the middle of May until the beginning of September. So hopefully, by the beginning of September, we might be able to do it, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. The way this is all shaken out, shaken down, shaken all about. Everybody's doing the hokey pokey, really. Nobody knows really what's happening, and so it's all new to everybody, so we're just going to go with the flow. I think I'm going to put 2 layers on. So I work from the inside out. So the inside is white, the next layer is purple.
We do have from New Orleans, but in North Carolina today.
Pringle?
Say that again?
Is that my friend Pringle?
No, that is Terry.
Okay. I have another friend who's from New Orleans. He's in North Carolina.
Ah.
She's a glass blower.
And of course, New York City is always here.
Hi, Barry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the optic mold. And with the optic mold, if those of you who have been with us all along, the optic mold will put lines on the piece. So it makes grooves, and I'm going to smooth the grooves out, and that'll make lines on it. And I like the linear quality of the lines, what it does when I start making the different marbles. And all of this is me, it's my designs, the way I do it. Different people do it different ways. So, I mean, there are plenty of different ways to do lots of different things. So I like to twist it. So you see how the purple has lines against the white. And again, I have to smooth it out a little bit more. Is Arizona in the house?
I have not seen Arizona yet. We have Colorado and Wisconsin, though.
Oh, wonderful.
Christy wants to know what about just the gallery with the opening?
No, we're doing curbside pickup. We might do gallery. Make sure everybody, only if you have a mask and you do the sanitizing your hands when you come in. Again, it's not just me; it's my employees, and we'll meet and talk about how what we need to do to open up the gallery. But as always, we have our virtual gallery and our sales gallery. You can always buy pieces online from us. So that's where we are right now. So you can see that it's still glowing kind of underneath. That tells me it's still a little hot to going at my next gather. Now, so I'm going to let this set up. And you can see the lines that I've got already.
We got Bell Chase in the house today too.
Great. Bell Chase is close. All right, so I'm going to get one more layer. So you see, there's a lot of layering and structure and kind of anticipating what my next move will be to what the finished product is going to be, the finished piece. So I am letting some of the glass drip off a little bit into the furnace. I don't want a huge gather. I just want a nice even coating. But I want some clear between the purple and the dichroic, which is going on next. I'm letting that set up a little bit. Letting the inside cool down a little bit. I mean, cool down, everything's cooled down when you're coming from 2,000 degrees. So when I do marbles, I do them in more than one at a time. The first one I kind of do kind of straight swirls, which yesterday's marble, this was the first one. And then the second one, what I do is I kind of do move it around a little bit more. So this is my second one from yesterday. So it just depends. Each marble is different, but I have different marbles come in different stages of the process. So I'm heating up the outside. I'm going to go into the oven where I have strips of my dichroic glass laid out, and I'm going to pick those up on the outside of this piece. Run over here and put these up. And I'm trying not to hit Darcy.
It's a good way to social distance.
Right.
Keep burning hot things. Yeah.
So you see that I have dichroic on two sides. And then I'm going to twist that up too.
We've got Metairie and Easton, Connecticut in the house.
Hello, Connecticut and Metairie.
Oh, Rachel's
So that would be Lori's in Easton?
Yes. We got Rachel, who said that she got her lamp and she loves it. Put pictures up on Facebook.
Oh, great. Make sure you tag, put a picture up on Rosetree's Facebook page, not just your own. That would be...
And then you do hashtag Rosetree Glass.
Facebook Rosetree Blown Glass. That would let everybody else see what kind of lamps and stuff that we do. This out, and I'm starting to spin the dichroic. So you see it's starting to move a little bit around the piece.
Oh, the sparkles.
We don't have a whole lot of time in between shaping where the glass cools off enough to keep shaping. It's about 30 seconds or so before I have to reheat again.
Terry said that Gabe and Celia said they love you, and Gabe said that that looks satisfying.
Hi guys. I hope everybody is good up in North Carolina, which is where Gabe and Celia are right now. So, so you see I have swirls. I have purple swirls underneath and dichroic swirls on top. I'm going to smooth that out one more time and then put my bubbles in. And that's going to be my nice, calm, quiet swirl pattern for that type of marble.
The first one.
And then I'm going to come over and put some bubbles in. So I love having a big bubble right down the middle. And then what I like to do is have like a bubble trail going around. Okay, so each of these indentations, if I gather correctly, will be a bubble. So I'm setting up my own bubble pattern. And then I have to let this cool off.
With the indentations, it almost looks like a flower on this one.
Uh-huh. And it is actually, like when I do flowers, in some ways, that's one of the ways that, one of the ways to do flowers is to do poking and pulling and that kind of thing. All right, so I'm going to get one more layer on top, and we are going to shape it. So you can see the bubbles in the indentations that I put in.
Christy said that the marbles seem more complicated than the bowls or the bases.
They are. Well, they can be. I think there's a lot more, for some reason, there's a lot more thought going into something little like this than there is for me to do bases and bowls. So I'm going to use my jacks and actually, wow, this might be a real big marble.
It's alright, it takes all kinds.
Right? We're non-discriminatory here. Is that the word?
Absolutely.
Actually, it's a
All
good,
inclusive.
it's a good size. And then I have this special tool which helps me make the marbles round. So you see how it's starting to round up like a real marble? You get close on there, Darcy, you see how that first bubble up top kind of brings those swirls down into the piece.
What's the biggest marble you've ever done?
Like this, probably 3-inch marble or so. These, well, no, these are probably close to 3 inch, so maybe a 4-inch marble. These came out yesterday. I didn't measure them at all. Now, the person who turned me on to marbles is our wonderful friend who signs in from Arizona, Jerry Lynn, and she came out here and we kind of worked together on marbles, and I kind of got bitten, as they say. So it's all her fault.
Barry said he sent a picture to your phone of his marble.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's what that sound was we got a few minutes ago. Thanks, Barry.
Actually, let's see how big these marbles are.
Christy was asking how big could be done for a marble.
These are actually 3-inch marbles. See that? They can be done really big, but the thing is, because of the thickness of them, we'd have to anneal them for a long, long time. The thicker the piece, the more annealing time it takes. So I can get away with 3-inch marble. If I go to 4 or 5-inch marbles, I mean, I would have to be keeping them in the oven for days rather than hours. So, the marble is pretty much shaped the way I want it, and it's still, you see, it's still some heat inside. So now I'm kind of try and equalize the heat a little bit. I don't want it real hot in the middle and cool on the outside, so I'm kind of letting that cool off now. I'll flash it again in the reheating chamber and heat up the outside, and then I'll put it away. So Darcy, take a close-up just so you can see. Now inside we have white and then purple stripes and then dichroic stripes going all the way around with bubbles all the way.
So Rose wants to know, after you cut the marble off, what happens to the rest of it, because it's beautiful.
I will show you in a little bit, Darcy.
Gotta get out of the way for a second, so I'm just gonna show you guys one more time. It'll set up some beautiful flowers.
So what I'm doing is I'm just fire polishing the top after I knocked it off. And then you take it and I put it in the oven. And then I race over here, and this will be my start for my next marble. So I already have the color and everything on it, so I can get, for each start, I can get maybe 2 or 3 marbles done. So I don't throw this away and then start all over again. So that's pretty much, that's a marble. Now you know how to do it, but you can't do this at home, kids. A little hotter than mom's oven. So anyway, I'm going to continue because I have glass to use on this. And as always, that's us, www.rosetreegallery.com. We have sales stuff there. We have our normal line. We have new stuff coming out all the time. We actually have some new barware that I'm going to photograph, and it'll probably be up on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Facebook, Rosetree Blown Glass. Instagram, Rosetree Glass Gallery. We're in the phone book if you need to call us. All that. As always, I thank you all for coming. Appreciate you being here. I'd love to have you all back here when we start back up again, and just have like a group of you here watching. But as it is, this is the best we can do, and it's pretty damn good, I guess. As always, love one another, take care of one another. Thanks for